Hi friends! Welcome back to our channel where we bring you motivational stories and real-life examples of people who achieved extraordinary results through their actions. And now we are going to share with you a motivational story about a hardworking laborer named John Miller. Let's start. Once upon a time in a small town in the United States lived a young man named John Miller. John was a diligent and honest laborer. He used to wake up early every morning before sunrise and immediately set out to find some work. John would walk around the town center asking if anyone needed help with construction, repairs, or any other type of manual labor. Sometimes he managed to find a job and earn enough money to buy food for himself and his family. But there were also days when John came home empty-handed. Despite the difficulties, John never lost hope. He dreamed of a better life for himself and his loved ones and believed that one day his efforts would be rewarded. However, John's situation did not improve for many years. He continued to live in poverty, doing odd jobs and struggling to make ends meet. But he never gave up and kept looking for opportunities to improve his life. Then one day everything changed. While John was working on a construction site, he met a successful businessman named Robert Taylor. Robert was impressed by John's diligence and honesty, and so he offered him a job at his factory. John was overjoyed and immediately accepted the offer. From the first day at the new job, John showed himself to be a responsible and efficient worker. He quickly mastered his duties and was always ready to help his colleagues. John was also very eager to learn new skills and improve his qualifications. He spent his free time studying technical drawings and talking to experienced workers. John's diligence and commitment did not go unnoticed. Robert Taylor, the factory owner, was very pleased with his work and began to entrust him with more and more responsibilities. In addition, Robert saw in John the qualities of a true leader and began to prepare him to take over the management of the factory in the future. However, for this, John had to undergo serious tests. Robert started giving him tasks that were sometimes beyond his power, but which helped him grow professionally. John understood what Robert was doing and was grateful for his boss's trust in him. He knew that the more difficult the task, the greater the reward would be in the end. So John worked tirelessly, trying to justify the trust placed in him. He studied, learned new things, and took on more and more responsibility, and all these efforts were not in vain. Over time, John became the most valuable employee of the factory. He was respected by his colleagues and trusted by his boss. Years passed and John grew professionally. He became a skilled engineer and an excellent manager. When Robert Taylor decided to go on a long vacation abroad, he left the management of the factory in the hands of John Miller. Before leaving, Robert said to John, "You have proven yourself to be a responsible and capable worker. I trust you. If you want, you can manage this factory yourself. It's a big responsibility. Are you ready for it?" John's heart skipped a beat. He understood that this was the test he had been preparing for his whole life. Taking a deep breath, John confidently replied, "Don't worry, Robert. I will do my best to live up to your expectations." Robert smiled and handed John the keys to the factory. "I believe in you," he said. And so John Miller became the owner of the factory. At first, managing the factory was not easy. There were many problems and challenges, but John was ready for them. He had gained enough experience over the years to know how to overcome any obstacles. In addition, John was a fair and honest leader. He treated his employees well, listened to their opinions, and valued their work. As a result, the team of the factory rallied around John, and together they achieved great success. Under John's leadership, the factory's production increased significantly. The products became more competitive, and the company's profits increased year by year. In addition, John did not forget about the social aspect of his work. He understood that the success of the factory depended not only on the quality of the products, but also on the well-being of the workers. Therefore, John introduced a number of measures to improve the working conditions and wages of the staff. He also created a system of bonuses and rewards for the best workers. As a result, the factory became one of the best places to work in the city. Many people wanted to get a job there, and the staff turnover was minimal. John Miller's life had changed dramatically. From a poor laborer who struggled to make ends meet, he became a successful businessman and owner of a thriving factory. However, John never forgot his roots and the people who helped him along the way. He regularly helped the needy and supported various charitable initiatives. One day, John decided to give a big party to celebrate the success of the factory and his personal achievements. He invited all his friends, relatives, and former colleagues to the celebration. When John took the stage to give a speech, he was deeply moved by the success he had achieved. He thanked all the people who had helped him along the way and shared the secrets of his success with the guests. I want to tell you that success in life does not happen by chance. It is the result of hard work, perseverance, and the courage to take risks. I know that life can be difficult, and sometimes it seems that there is no way out. But I want to tell you that you should never give up. Even when I was just a simple laborer who didn't have a penny to his name, I never lost hope. I believed that one day I would achieve something big, and when the opportunity presented itself, I was ready for it. I took advantage of the chance to work at the factory and gave it my all. I studied, learned new things, and took on more and more responsibility. And all those efforts were not in vain. I became a successful businessman and owner of the factory. But I want to say that success is not the end in itself. It's important to always remain a good person and help those in need. I try to do it as often as I can, and I want to encourage you to do the same. Always remember that the most important thing in life is not money or fame, but happiness and well-being of you and your loved ones. So never give up and always move towards your goal. Opportunities don't wait. You have to be ready for them. The guests applauded John, and his speech inspired them to believe in themselves and their own strength. After the celebration, John Miller continued to lead the factory and make it prosper. He remained a fair and honest leader, helping the needy and setting an example of hard work and perseverance for everyone around him. John's story teaches us that success in life depends only on ourselves. If we are willing to work hard, learn new things, and take responsibility, we can achieve anything. Opportunities don't wait. You have to be ready for them. We must always be prepared to take advantage of the opportunities that fate offers us. Just like John, who was ready to work hard and learn new skills, when the opportunity to work at the factory presented itself, we should not be afraid to take risks and step out of our comfort zone. Often, it is only in this way that we can achieve our goals and lead a successful life. Moreover, it is essential to always remain a good person, even when we achieve success. John Miller's example shows that true success is not only material wealth, but also happiness and well-being of ourselves and our loved ones. And most importantly, never lose hope. Even when life seems to be very difficult, there is always a way out. And if we believe in ourselves and our own strength, we can achieve anything. Friends, what did you think of this story? Be sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. Also, please do, and forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to stay updated with all our content. Until next time.